presented by Seat77.com. As always, Dave Dabbah is coming to you live from the Super Plus Seat 77 broadcast studio in the heart of Silicon Valley. Now, Dave Dabbah.
North America, welcome to the Dave Dabbah Big Show. And now, for a quick rundown of the world of sports. Today, we begin in Los Angeles, the only place in America where sitting in a traffic jam after going through an In-N-Out drive-thru is called a family dinner. Well, the Los Angeles Rams have officially moved back to LA after deciding to take like a 22-year-long vacation to St. Louis. Look, St. Louis is a great place for a vacation, but 22 years? That is completely out of the question. I'm telling you, spending 22 years in St. Louis is like spending 48 hours with Donald Trump on the campaign trail. Way too long. So taking a brief look back at why the Rams decided to vacation in St. Louis is frankly not worth rehashing at this point. But I will say that the NFL and the Rams made a monumental mistake allowing it to happen. For a moment, just imagine the folks at Disneyland deciding it was time to move their theme park to another city, which was offering them a free amusement park, but in a significantly smaller city. Just ask yourself this: what would Disney do? The answer is they would keep the original Disneyland location and build a second, Orlando. Look, the NFL should have never allowed the Rams to bolt for St. Louis. They should have kept the Rams in LA and awarded an expansion team to St. Louis. Seriously, over 20 years ago, it was clear the NFL was going to dominate the sports landscape in North America, and deciding to let both of its LA teams walk out the door was Alden Smith dumb. For God's sakes, NFL, even the NHL has two franchises in LA. Okay, so moving on to the Houston Texans, or as Cowboys fans call them, my annoying little brother. The Texans have started out training camp in the wrong way, as they are refusing to revisit the rookie contract of DeAndre Hopkins. Earlier today, DeAndre took matters into his own hands and went missing in action as he made the right decision to hold out. Hopkins, who had a breakout year for the Houston Texans last year, is in the third year of his rookie contract and is scheduled to make $1 million this year and has another $1.3 million in incentives. Now look, I know what you're thinking right now. Dabbah, how can you support a holdout for someone who's making over $1 million a year? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it is the right thing to do, Spike Lee. So the Texans came out this afternoon and said they do not renegotiate rookie contracts, which, by the way, is a flat-out lie. Does anyone in Houston remember that they redid J.J. Watt's rookie contract before it was over? I'm fighting for Hopkins because he has earned it. Think back to last season when DeAndre scored 11 TDs on 111 receptions for over 1,500 yards receiving. He clearly was one of the best wide receivers in the game, and you can't blame him for wanting to get paid accordingly. Now, he did sign a contract, which honestly he should try to honor. However, in situations like this, when someone is clearly worth more than their contract states, I always think it's in the best interest of the team to take care of the player. The Texans, who spent a huge amount of money on the former Denver Bronco runaway quarterback Brock Osweiler. You know, the heir apparent to Peyton Manning, who left the Broncos at the altar on the day of their wedding. The QB who had actually only played in 7 starts in the NFL, but got a 4-year deal for $72 million. Look, Hopkins has turned into one of the best wide receivers in your National Football League, and Houston is going to have to start treating him that way. Now, for the reality of the situation. Does Houston even have any salary cap room to play with? And the answer is yes, but it isn't a lot. For 2016, the team has around $10 million left in cap space, which would make it difficult for them to give everything that Hopkins is probably looking for. In my opinion, this is just a huge mess, and the Texans should work something out with Hopkins now. Look, even if it's a small raise this year and significantly more money next year, the Texans owe it to Hopkins to not hide behind a rookie contract that he signed. Remember, NFL rookie contracts are designed to provide very little air cover for breakout stars during the rookie contracts. The only way a breakout player can win a new deal is to hold out. Look, I don't know if Bruce Willis signed a 3-year movie contract to do those Die Hard movies, but I can tell you this, that if he did, I guarantee the contract was reworked before Die Hard 2 even began filming. Okay, North America. I had to slip in some Bruce Willis. It's been a while. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for all of your support. You've been listening to the Dave Dabbah Big Show. We are available on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spreaker, the Sound of Cloud. The big announcement about a week and a half ago. We are now on iHeartRadio in the podcast section, so you can check out us there, as well as our iTunes channel is blowing up. I am Dave Dabbah, reminding you that not everyone can be a champion, Ron Rivera, but everyone, and I do mean everyone, can certainly act like one, Cam, and good luck, North America.